Welcome in Kansas Senator Roger Marshall. Senator, great to see you this morning. I hope you're staying warm there in D.C. We know that the Hill was quiet last week as Democrat leadership and the White House exchanged offers on the demands for ICE. Everyone now back to work today. What needs to get done to end this shutdown?
Well, essentially, Chuck Schumer needs to cut an agreement with President Trump, but we're not expecting that. The Democrats are the party of defund the police. The Republicans are the party of law and order. And we're going to stand tall right now that we don't think that sanctuary cities are a good idea. We think that open borders are a bad idea as well. So those negotiations are going to continue. The first paycheck that our TSA folks will miss is March the 3rd. So I think we have between now and then to work this out.
Okay.
Well, we also know about the State of the Union tomorrow, right? And we know that there are some Democrats that are planning protests, as you might imagine. It's a pretty high-stakes address for the president with all that is going on, Iran, the tariffs, now this violence in Mexico. What are you expecting the president to key in on as the primary points tomorrow night during the State of the Union?
Well, I think the State of the Union is an opportunity for America to celebrate our achievements, for us to recommit to the ideals that this nation was founded on, that make this nation exceptional. So I think the president's going to compare where were we a year ago versus today. I think, number one, no one can argue that our families are not safer, that our borders are more secure, that the murder rate's at a 125-year low. We can celebrate our military and how exceptional they are, their successful missions in Iran, in Venezuela. And we can celebrate the economy, that real wages are up 3% over the last 6 months. Real wages, the rate of wages growing over inflation is up, about 3% as well. That the cost of gas and electricity is coming down, that interest rates are coming down as well, that overall this big ship we call America is now moving in the right direction. So there's lots to celebrate. And then the president's got to lay out his vision, his goals, his aspirations for this next year.
And something that's made the President's State of the Union a little trickier, the major blow from the Supreme Court declaring his global tariffs unconstitutional. We know he's responded by launching 15% global tariffs under a different authority. Were you surprised by this move, and how does this impact the president's economic agenda moving forward?
Yeah, well, certainly I was disappointed, but not surprised. I think Americans need to remember why this is so important, that because of these tariffs, the president was able to negotiate agreements with our top 10 trade partners, including just lastly, a couple weeks ago was India. We've never had a trade agreement with India before. Additionally, all over my state anyway, I'm seeing manufacturing jobs move back to Kansas because of the tariffs overseas. And, pharmaceuticals is a great example that they're bringing their manufacturing here onshoring it as well. And then he's used it for diplomatic purposes, for national security, forcing India to buy oil from America rather than Russia as well. Look, the president visited with me last week about this. I think he was anticipating it. He's already reinstituted a 15% tariff. So I think the average rate before was probably 15.5%, 16%. We'll end up at 15%, and he'll continue to use these as leverage to make America great again.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.